Hey, thanks for returning to my vlog. I appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in. Before I get started on the video, I want to thank everyone that purchased a face covering from my store. It really helps the channel a lot. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And a special thanks to that certain someone out there, and they know who they are. Thank you. So now we'll get on with the video. Hope you enjoy. Hey, it's Old Man Coffee. I've been in Vegas for 2 years now, a little over 2 years. I got here May 1st of 2018. And since I've been here, I've had a lot of repairs done to the RV. You know, I do live in an RV. I came to Vegas to play poker and live in the RV. Well, since I've been here, I've had some repairs done to the RV. Now, I put together a video of those repairs. It's not in chronological order, so yeah, go with that. But it is there. All of the repairs I've done to the RV are in this video. And there's a little bit of poker stuff in there too, a little bit. And some traveling. So stick around towards the end as the traveling. And then at the end will be the total cost of repairs I've had to the RV since I've been here in Vegas. It hasn't been cheap. If you've been following the vlog at all, in my last video I had to have the hydraulic lines replaced on the power steering on my RV. And that all went well. And when I got back to the RV space, next day I noticed I had something else dripping underneath the RV. So I went down and checked it out, and found out that it was possibly a leak in the radiator. So I'm going to go outside and show you where I think it is. So anyway, that's the new hydraulic lines that they replaced. Well, they placed all the lines in the power steering system. Now, right down there, behind that, and here's some close-up pictures of that. From the other side, underneath. That's where I noticed that I had some leaks. So I took it over to Finley RV, have them check it out. They put it up on the rack, and the guys discovered that there was a hole in the radiator. So now, today's Tuesday, and I'm heading back over to Finley RV to drop it off, and they're going to replace the radiator. And I'll get back with you on that. they're going to have to do is replace the radiator, which means taking all of this out and replacing the radiator, which is behind everything there. So it's going to be a job, and it may even take more than one day. So they're going to call me later today to find out where they're at on the removal and installation of that radiator. Okay, I'm here at the Westgate, and I just talked to the guys over there at the RV repair place at Finley RV, and the radiator that took a week and a half to get in was the wrong radiator. So they had to call the supplier and overnight the right radiator. That I want you to know is that because I'm a poker player and I follow the Troopers blog, or vlog rather, he has a contract with the Westgate, and they have specials. It's called the Poker Calendar. So the Poker Calendar from Trooper, here's a picture of it right here, and he has special rates, and it's all inclusive on these prices. Check him out at his site. So I'll be spending the night here tonight and show you a little bit of the rooms here at the Westgate. Okay, here's an update. I just talked to Finley RV, and they will have the RV ready around noon tomorrow. So I'm getting ready to check in here at the Westgate and stay here tonight using the Trooper promo again. And so it works out pretty well. Now, while I was waiting for him to bring up the RV, I reached in my pocket and realized that my wallet was missing. It was gone. I was frantic. I didn't know what to do. I had my money in there, all of my documents, driver's license, everything was in that wallet. I left as quick as I could, and while I was driving back to the Westgate to try to find my wallet, I started thinking about where was the last time I had used my wallet. And it was when I was making the reservation for the room that I was going to be staying in that night. And she needed the number off of my player's card. So I pulled out the player's card and read her the number. I was on my Bluetooth at the time. And after I finished reading her the number of the card and we concluded our transaction, she had reserved my room. I put the card back in my pocket and headed out of the slot area, leaving my wallet behind. When I arrived back at the West Gate, my first thought was to check to see if it might still be sitting on the machine. I wasn't surprised to find out that, of course, it wasn't. So the only thing I could think of then was to go talk to security in the sports book to see if possibly some honest person had turned in my wallet. I wasn't concerned so much about the money as I was about the documents that were in there. Those were hard to replace. I was able to track down the person who found that wallet. It was an employee slot tech, and the slot tech found it and turned it into the security podium there in the sports book. And when I went there and he asked me what my name was, and I told him, and he asked me what state the driver's license was in, so I told him, and he handed over my wallet. All the money was in there, and all my documents were in there. So it was I tell you, it was very, very emotional to get all my stuff back. So like I said, I tracked down the slot attendant, and I rewarded him with $100, and he was very appreciative, and I know he'll pass it on. He seemed like that kind of a guy. He's nice. He was a young guy, and I really appreciate him being honest and turning in that wallet. That was my life was in that wallet. I've got to take the RV over to Finley RV and have some work done on it. The charging system is designed to charge both banks, the main battery chassis bank and the auxiliary bank also. And it's only charging the auxiliary bank. So some kind of relay or something's not functioning properly. So I've got to take it over there and have them work on it. Also, I'm going to have some other maintenance done, and I'll tell you about that later. So I'm going to go out and get everything disconnected and ready to roll. Okay, I just dropped off my home at Finley RV, and they're going to check out that electrical system, find out what's going on. Also, I'm going to have them kind of run a preventive maintenance on the hot water heater. I've never had anything done to it in the 11 years I've lived in it. And also too, they're going to check out the thermostat it's not going into the heat mode. So I'm going to find out what's going on with that. So now I guess I'll go play some poker at the Westgate. Okay, I'm here at the Westgate and going to get that morning game started. You're probably wondering why I always drop off my home at Finley RV. Well, they're the only authorized dealer in Vegas for workhorse chassis. So I have no choice. I'm locked in on Finley RV. So that's why I have to drop it off there. Yeah, well, it's about 12:30 and the game broke and I ended up losing $16 in the morning game. So I can't go home because my home is in the shop. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But whatever it is, I'll take you along with me, okay? Well, I decided to go shopping at Walmart and got that done. And while I was there, they called me at Finley RV. They called me and said the RV would be ready around 3 o'clock. It's about 2 o'clock now. So I'm just over here at Finley RV and I'm going to hang around till the RV's ready. And we'll check it out. Okay, I'm back at the RV park and the RV is all hooked up and the slide outs are out. And now I'll give you a rundown of what I had done over there at Finley RV. Now this is the electrical area where I had to have the solenoid replaced. I'll explain the solenoid here in a second, but the solenoid is located way back up in there. That's the solenoid, and what that does is when you're plugged into the shore power, it charges both banks, and then when you start the engine, it charges both banks. Now this is a solenoid that me and my brother installed about 1.5 years ago when I came to Vegas, and he helped me install this. And the problem is we bought this from Napa, and what it is a regular starting solenoid. It's not meant to be continuously on or continuously off, closed or open. It's only meant to be used intermittently for starting a engine, and it was the wrong one. So now the right one's installed and should last me for quite a few years. Now see, the way I check the batteries to make sure that the battery charge is charging both banks is back here, and the main battery should show a little over 13 volts, showing that the battery charger is now charging it, and same with the auxiliary battery, that it is being charged also. The other thing I had done was the thermostat was not going into the heat mode. So what they had to do was reprogram that. So right now it's in off position, showing 85 degrees in the bedroom area, 86 now. And when I turn it over to heat, then it shows that it's reprogrammed and it's off. And I can toggle through and turn on the heat pump or turn on the gas in zone 1. I'm just going to turn it to off right now, and because I don't need the heat. And this is the water heater area, and what I had replaced is this valve right here. It's a pressure valve, and the old one is right here, and it was leaking and really corroded there. That's 11 years of corrosion, and it was leaking, so I had to have that replaced. Now, one other thing I had to change was the battery. The battery was 3.5 years old, and time for it to be changed. So had to change that out just to make sure that the system is all up to date and functioning properly before I took it over to Finley RV to have it diagnosed and repaired. Okay, something a little bit different today. I've got to take the RV over and have the ACs, the roof airs, that right there, and the other one is right there. I need to have the condensers and the evaporator coils cleaned on them. This 111 degrees, these things are not cooling down as well as I'd like it to. So I think I could get a little bit more cooler out of them if I had the condensers and the evaporator coils cleaned on them. So I'm taking it over to Finley RV to have that done. Also too, I've been having some problems with my automatic leveling jacks. So they're going to take a look at those and see what the problem is there. I don't know if they can fix that or not, but they say they have 2 experts there that will be working on it, so we'll see how that goes. Also, after I finish that, then I'm going to take it over and have the front wheels balanced. Last time I took it to LA and back, I noticed the front wheels were out of balance. Actually, I had a tire replaced on a trip from California to Mississippi about a year ago, 2 years ago maybe, yeah, about 2 years ago now. And they weren't able to balance it on the road, so I had it done at a rest stop. So it's been out of balance for quite a while. But anyway, enough of that crap. I'm going to get the RV ready to go and get out of here and get over there to Finley RV by 9 o'clock. Okay, I arrived here at Finley RV and went inside, told him the coach is ready, and he says, well, we're overbooked, so we have to reschedule for next Tuesday. So all of that, and they can't do it. So I'm going to head out to Southern Tire Mart and get the front wheels balanced. That might take a while. So see you there. Arrived here at the Southern Tire Mart, and it's out on Cheyenne and I don't know the cross street. It's on the other side of I-15, on the west side of I-15 on Cheyenne. But anyway, so we're here and they're working on it. Okay, today is Tuesday, August 6th, and here we go again. I had to reschedule. Just about ready to leave out of here and head over to Finley RV. Alright, so give you a look at what the RV looks like when the slide outs are in the out position. Okay, this is what it looks like in the out position. Has a lot of room. Okay, this is when they're in the in position. So still have room to walk through to the rear, right through here. But it does make it a little bit smaller inside, but still functions well. Okay, I dropped off the coach this morning, and then went out and played poker. And now I'm back to Finley RV. I'm not sure if you can see the sign out there. That's way out there. Anyway, I'm back at Finley RV, and the coach is right here. And they clean the AC units. I'll actually take a picture and post it somewhere. Did a lot of work on those leveling jacks for quite a while, and they only charged me $149. He said he cycled them multiple times to make sure that they work properly. Well, here's the power gear control panel, and all we have to do is push the auto button, and then the jack will start coming down. Okay, now that I have the RV all repaired, jacks are working perfectly. So I've decided to go to LA and visit my brother in Anaheim for a week, and today is Sunday, August 11th, and we're gonna get everything packed up and car loaded and the bike loaded and all that, and get on our way over to LA. So here we go. Alright, I stopped here at Terrible's just before you get to the state line, and topped off with gas for my trip to LA. The gas station here, the standard station, is across the street from Terrible's Casino. And so we're all topped off and heading out to LA from here. Well, I thought you might want to see what it looks like from my point of view, driving down I-15 out of Vegas. And some of the gear I have on board. I have my CB, my GPS. That monitor right there is for the passenger side. And I can have a switch, I can turn it on, and I can see what's along on the passenger side. And then that's a monitor for the rear. I can watch the dolly and the Kia and even the bike if I want to. And then I can switch over and I can see cars coming on this side. Now the mirror works pretty well over here on this side for seeing things, seeing cars coming up on the side, and I can actually see them coming up along the side of me in the rear view mirror, or the rear view, and then there they are there, and there they are there. That mirror over there is a little ways away, and as you can see, there's a dark shadow when the sun is over on the driver's side, so I need that camera to see if there's any cars down there. Now if I'm traveling in this lane, of course there's not going to be any cars down there. If I need to switch lanes, you'd be surprised how many people will just come right up on the side of me there. So anyway, this is the view coming out of Las Vegas on I-15 heading for LA. Now you can see my phone there, the time is 10:29. I wanted to get an earlier start to avoid the traffic, but I'm still pretty good. Traffic doesn't get really bad till afternoon coming out of Vegas. So there you have it for this. Now you probably remember where I had some problems with the water heater. Well, it got worse and started leaking, so I had to replace that. So here's the total cost of that water heater replacement.